After leaving Playa Los Amarillos, we head south again along the coast to explore more of the fabulous Atacama beaches. En route, we turn off to one of the rarest and most spectacular rock formations in the world, the Orbicular Granite. In Caldera, we take a look at Chile's first secular cemetery before we discover a fabulous secluded beach near Bahía Inglesa. On our way to Santiago de Chile, we stop at several other beaches and smaller towns and then find a great spot to store our motorhome in Santiago whilst going on a new adventure. Time to say goodbye to Playa Los Amarillos and head south again. After a fabulous week on the beach, just outside of the Parque Nacional Pan de Azúcar, we need to buy food and fill up with water again.
Manaco Hill. This is Chañaral. We're going into Chañaral to get some water, and then we drive further to a Unimark to do some shopping. Chañaral, and we just went to behind the cemetery is a green park where we could fill up with water. There are also baños, toilets, and we got rid of our rubbish at the gas station. So we're driving out of Chañaral, and we've been only here for 20 minutes or so. Quick and easy stop. Now we're going to Barquito. Apparently there's a Unimark there. Barquito is a little bit like San Francisco, steep hills.
It's a one-way street.
Yeah, but the Unimark is to our right. Let's see where we can park.
I might be able to park there. Maybe I should.
Yeah, or let's see if somebody's pulling out. Perfect.
Arriving at Unimark.
This is what we love about Chile. You can just turn off from the highway and you get these little parking places right on the beach with playgrounds, palapas, dogs. There's usually a restaurant close by as well. And a fabulous beach. Today is Monday, so it's fairly empty. We're just doing a coffee break here, but you could actually stay for the night as well.
It's an easy drive on Highway 5, and there are no tolls on this stretch between Pan de Azúcar and Bahía Inglesa.
This is the Santuario de la Naturaleza Granito Orbicular. There's a guy here who is running it. He's not here at the moment. We parked on the top there. And it's a very special place for some rocks that are 180 million years old and that are very special in this area.
Just north of Rodillo is the turn-off to one of the rarest and most spectacular rock formations in the world, the Orbicular Granite. This type of granite is so rare that it's only been found in a few places in the world, this one in Chile being one of the most accessible and spectacular.
Very cool. Water's cold.
It was declared a nature sanctuary in 1981, a true geological treasure that attracts both tourists and geologists from all over the world. Orbicular granite occurs under special geological conditions, usually in deep magma chambers, where temperature fluctuations inhibit normal crystallization and favor the creation of these unique patterns that look like the skin of a leopard. Each of these spheres forms around a nucleus or seed, which acts as a nucleation center. This process results from rapid cooling in superheated or supercooled magmas, causing minerals such as quartz, feldspar and biotite to crystallize in concentric layers around the nucleus. This spot is just 800 meters from Highway 5. The gravel road to the cliff is okay to drive for all vehicles. You can park down by the beach as well.
This is a massive rock here. Don't know how it got here, but this is where we're parked for the night. It says here that these rocks are plutonic. They are not very common. They only exist first in a few parts of the world. This place was declared natural reserve in 1981. This is really a beautiful spot here. We slept really well with the sound of the waves.
There are many beautiful beaches along Highway 5 in the Atacama region, and here and there you find a little settlement amongst all the sand and rocks. Some of them are small fishing villages, others are clearly summer homes for vacationers from the bigger cities.
On one side you've got the desert, and on the other side you have the ocean, and this is Highway 5. We're going south. It's a very good road. Bahía Inglesa and Caldera are our next destinations. 7 to Caldera, 13 to Bahía Inglesa. This is the cemetery in Caldera. It's the first Laico cemetery in Chile from 1876.
The first secular or lay cemetery in Chile was built by a former governor of Caldera and declared a historical monument of Chile in 1996. The city was an important port for the exportation of minerals in the 19th century. Also, Chile's first railway was created in 1851 from Caldera to Copiapoa. The cemetery's beautiful vaults, mausoleums and tombs stand out, especially those made by German, Italian and English immigrants buried here.
A lot of the saints are buried here as well. This is most likely one of the oldest graves here. Serafina Giugiani de Tonini died in 1896. This statue is from 1882. This is a grave from 1924, so this one is 100 years old. But the wood is still working. Amazing. Wow, these two are from 1937 and 1904. This one is from the fire brigade, 1904. Don't know if people died in a fire. This one is from 1908. Familia de Gaman. This is the oldest church in Caldera from 1854. It's quite an old interior here. That's a cool building here. Might be fishermen. So we're still in Caldera. We're going down to the harbour now. We got stuck in the centre here because we couldn't go where we wanted to go. In front of us is the Bimmerbahn. Helen just suggested we follow the Bimmerbahn, but it's going the wrong way for us.
We want to go straight on.
We go straight on. So somehow we found our way out of the city. So obviously Caldera is a big harbour for big ships. We're going the scenic route, not. This is all harbour area. We're doing a spontaneous just drive around. After we got lost, we just decided to go with the flow. Because we're looking for a coffee and cake spot. Ooh. Oh, didn't expect that.
There you go.
Sometimes you just have to be an explorer.
Oma Explorer.
The Oma Explorer. Found a really nice spot for us for a coffee and cake. Helen had to chase a dog away, but now it's time for a snack. This is a bit of a party spot here, I can see, because there's lots of glass on the ground. But it was okay for a coffee and cake stop. The lighthouse is a historical monument. It was built in 1868, and the beam can reach up to 15 kilometers. There's something special about it. It's an historic spot, and it's also a very rocky point here. with seagulls and vultures. So this is the famous Bahía Inglesa. I don't know why people like it. It looks like a shell beach.
Bahía Inglesa is a small seaside resort famous for its white sandy beaches and warm, calm waters. It owes its name to Edward Davis, an English privateer who landed on its shores in 1687. Bahía Inglesa is a little too crowded for us, and so we head further south. There are plenty more beaches here, with lots of space to park and stay for free overnight. We've seen these black Bedouin-style tents many times on the coast of Chile. They're either for rent, or Chilenos set them up themselves for the big summer vacation on the beach. They're huge inside and have separated areas for the kitchen, living room and bedrooms.
We're on a spontaneous detour to Los Chorerillos. It's 2 kilometers off the other road. We're just checking it out, but it looks really nice. This place is a surprise here.
Playa Chorerillos lies just 19 kilometers south of Bahía Inglesa. It's obviously only known by insiders because there are not a lot of people around.
There's a nice big parking lot here. We decided to stay.
You could also drive a little further onto the beach, but the road down is a little rough for Vinny too.
Well, that was very easy to get up here.
From the car park, you can take a path along the cliffs to the actual sandy beach. At the start, it's an easy walk on the sand, but further on, you have to scramble over the rocks to get to the beach. You also have to watch the tides and waves rolling in, otherwise you get stuck on the beach because there's no other way out. The small sandy beach is only accessible via the path, and it is very secluded. The sand is super soft and the water edge is very shallow, so this beach is great for swimming and playing. Even kids are safe here. The yellow sandstone cliffs are beautiful and give shelter from the wind and the desert sand on top of the cliffs. What a gem! This place is so much better than the touristy Bahía Inglesa. Thank God we decided just to turn off from the main road and check it out. The path continues from the other end of the beach up the cliffs, and you can go and explore the coastline further. On top of the cliff are sandstone formations that remind us of what we've seen in the southwest of the United States. The path is narrow with deep sand and hugs the slope, and you definitely have to watch your step, otherwise you might tumble down the high rocks into the water. The vultures are already waiting. You can possibly walk for miles here, and there might be other access roads on this side because we can see tyre tracks.
These guys are already waiting for me, but I have no intention to stumble and fall, guys. I'd rather go back in one piece. Thank you. What a cool shell is this. Need to go back past those vultures. They're spreading their wings to dry. They're probably flying away. Sorry guys.
Just before sunset, the coastal fog is rolling in and the temperatures cool down nicely.
This is a really nice spot. We had a very peaceful night and we decided to stay for the day. We have everything we need. This is what makes us really, really angry. People are partying in the most beautiful nature and then they just leave all the glass bottles everywhere instead of just picking it up and taking it home with them. Especially in Chile, it's a really, really, really widespread nasty thing. This is the only flowering plant I've seen for miles. It survives up here, probably from the garua from the coastal fog. Helen's been very busy today. She did the laundry already. She's drying. And I can hear podcast inside. Yeah. There she is.
Wait a minute. I can't hear.
Doing the washing up.
Yeah.
Now we are in Bahía Inglesa, in downtown Bahía Inglesa. This is really, really full here.
After leaving Playa Chorerillos, we're back in Bahía Inglesa. We need drinking water and something very special to get rid of a little hitchhiker that we picked up at the last beach.
We decided to park at the Bahía Inglesa, a little bit further away from the actual town. There's a good 4G signal here because we're gonna watch the football tomorrow. Helen loves the beach, even if it's called Inglesa.
Oh, horrible place.
But we've got internet, fresh and nice cool
We
air.
have shade on this side.
The shade on
so
this side.
I can actually open the door.
There you go. And we got drinking water.
Drinking water.
We got a
normal
mouse
water.
trap because we have a mouse since last night.
Hitchhiker.
The little fucker was disturbing us all night. We didn't sleep well, so we're grumpy. But at least
Yeah.
we found a fairly quiet spot with a good Wi-Fi signal.
It's not music time yet. Wait.
So it's 2:30 in the morning. We had to put up the mozzie net because we have a mouse or something in the motorhome, and it was right underneath my pillow. And when I looked at it, I started screaming, and the thing went. So today we bought a trap because we heard this rustle last night, and we couldn't sleep, and it just snapped shut with that thing in there. It was very fast for the little thing, so I'm really sorry, but I hope it's really dead. I'm going to lift up.
Open the door.
Yeah, it's definitely dead. So this trap definitely worked now. I have to take it outside. We thought we'd never get rid of it, and I already had a screaming fit about half an hour ago when it was in the bed. Oh God. We got scared when the trap snapped a minute ago. After a eventful night, we actually had a very good sleep here. It was very quiet and peaceful. And this morning the garua is still in. It's a nice place.
Playa Las Machas is just a few kilometres from the town centre of Bahía Inglesa, and you can park here for free. There's also a very good 4G internet connection, which we need this morning to watch our football team in Germany.
And most likely the people will leave, so we'll probably have the place to ourselves at night. No Wi-Fi here, no internet cell connection, so it's a little less crowded.
The Chilean stone crab, or blackberry crab, is found on the Pacific coast of South America, particularly in Chile. Adults are known for their distinct purple coloration.
We're in Puerto Viejo. We just drove to the end of the road and had to make a U-turn because there's no car park. This is a little place on the coast here with lots of wooden houses. Obviously right now the fisher boats are in, so it's a fishing harbour. People are buying off the boats. But it's very narrow in here, so we're going out a little bit again. Find a parking spot for our brunch.
Puerto Viejo is nestled in a bay made up of two areas, a smaller one, a fishing cove, and a larger one with around 2,000 homes. We later find out that this area is illegally occupied. No wonder it looks a bit like a slum. Some people live here year-round, but it's primarily a summer and weekend retreat for residents of Copiapoa and Caldera.
This is Puerto Viejo. Very, very strange place to us. There's desert or desert here, and ocean. Caleta Pajonales is our next stop. Apparently it's a tarmac road. It's coffee time. We need a good spot. It obviously is a popular spot here. There's at least 10 tourist buses. Maybe they do boat trips from here or something. We can park to the right here. A party place.
Caleta Pajonales is a key tourist destination on the Atacama coast, offering fresh fish and seafood like fresh oysters, as well as recreational options such as kayak and jet ski rentals, which obviously attracts lots of tourists during the summer season. Brown algae, also known as giant kelp, is drying in the sun. Chile is a leading producer of brown seaweed, contributing to 10% of the world's supply. Because it's so busy in Caleta Pajonales, we move on to find a quieter place for the night.
Real sand dunes. We're driving through. Home sweet home for the night. Found a great spot on the rocks here. Very flat. Not far from the water. Peaceful and quiet. Still in the Atacama, but once in a while you get these giant cactus places.
Copiapoa dealbata is a cactus that forms impressive mounds, reaching up to 1 metre in height and more than 2 metres in width. It grows along the coast of the Atacama Desert. These cacti thrive in the dry climate, relying on coastal fog for moisture.
This is what we don't like. The extranjeros, the tourists, foreign tourists, pay more than twice than the Chilenos. If we have that in Europe, that would be a disaster. But we're going for just a little stroll here without paying, just to take a look if it would be worth it. Beautiful day today. The Garua, the coastal fog, is gone.
Parque Nacional Llanos de Challe has the largest population of guanacos in the Atacama region. The park's seashore and surrounding area feature unspoiled white sand beaches and a coastal wetland, which shelters lots of birds, even flamingos. The flora consists of more than 220 different species, 206 of which are native to Chile.
This is another of these beautiful beaches in Chile. Nice and sandy beach. We're parked down there with the others. Good Wi-Fi, a good internet cell connection. This was a really nice spot again for the night. We also had 4G Intel service, and there were a few other people who camped with us here last night, but everybody's gone this morning. There's a little place here, but it was quiet and peaceful and safe. Monumento Las Brisas. It's a kiddies playground for Helen.
Las Brisas.
The breeze in Las Brisas.
Monumento Brisa del Aire is composed of 104 steel tubes, each of them reaching a height of 9 meters. It resembles the metallic wings of the alicanto, a mythological bird from a northern Chile legend, and is intended as a tribute to the miners of this region who hope the bird will appear one day and show them the path to a vein of gold or silver.
Second highlight of the day, Caleta Pajonales.
We're up at 1290, 1,290 meters.
1,290 meters is the highest point. Right here, and now we're going down the switchbacks. Helen's favorite bus, the sick bus. You might be getting sick on that one in these. What are they doing here? Racing. This is where we came down from. Another big cuesta here, and there's a lot of fog happening here normally.
It's Cuesta Buenos Aires.
Cuesta Buenos Aires, and depending on how many areas you can see, when there is fog you're allowed a certain speed. You can see 2 of these areas you're allowed 60 kilometers an hour.
The Atacama beaches are wonderful, and we would have liked to stay longer, but our time is running out. We need to get to Santiago de Chile because we're flying up to the Guianas in 10 days, and we have to get Vinny too into a suitable storage place.
This was our spot for the night, about 40 kilometers south of Salamanca. It's a suspension bridge, and there was is a little car park here, and we stopped here because we had an excellent 4G connection to watch the football. As far only drew this morning. Never mind. There's a little river here, which makes it nice and cool, and there are people coming here for a swim. This is our last big driving day in Chile. We're heading towards Santiago, but we will go via the coastline for today. We just drove about 5 minutes. We have to go through a peaje here, through a toll road station, and this is the first time ever in Chile that I remember that we're in a big queue. It is Monday, and the summer season is about to finish, so people are probably coming off the beaches to go home again. And of course truck traffic is on the road as well. Do you remember ever having a queue like this anywhere in South America? I don't remember it either. And they're expensive. They cost us $4,400, which is $4.50 almost.
Yeah,
and
more than that. It's almost $5.
And we're basically driving 100 kilometers on that one, and then we have to pay again.
Hola, buenas.
¿Simple? ¿Simple?
No entiendo. ¿Qué es? Oh, sorry. Solamente 4 en total. Simple.
Gracias, muy bien.
Gracias.
Simple. Yeah.
Simple is like that. Okay, simple is simply. In simply.
Okay. Yeah. So this is Papudo. We're just passing through. It's another of the little beach towns here. Obviously busy. The Palm Road here. Small beach. Prime real estate here. There's a lot of vendor signs though for sale. We were quickly contemplating but decided against it. Might not be quite our budget. Es green, so green, wenn Spanien splitten, green. Mein Gott, jetzt hat sie's.
Falls mainly on the plate. She's got it. Falls mainly on the plate.
Not bad. I think I was better. We got stuck here in traffic in Maitencillo. This is the road that goes past the beach, and it's chock-a-block full. It is a nice beach though. This is really chock-a-block everywhere. It's the summer season still. People love to go to the beaches, understandably. Problem for us is, even if we would be able to find a parking spot here, you have to 2 days ago we had a change of plans. We planned to put our motorhome in storage at an RV rental, but we found this place on our Overlander. It's with Erika and Valdo, and they are in a gated community, and we can camp here, and we can also store our motorhome here for the 5 weeks that we are in the Guianas. It's perfect for us. Yesterday we cleaned the vehicle on the outside, we had to polish everything and whatnot. Today we cleaned the front, and we're also packing our bag. Alan is working on all the paperwork. We have to still pay some of our apartments and have to work out if we have to pay cash or with card and whatnot. So we're doing a little bit of a beauty thing. I already cut my toenails and my fingernails because we're going into the Caribbean. And we need to look beautiful for that, because we might actually put on swimsuits and stuff like this.
I don't think so.
We're going to shave in the first hotel we get to, which will be Belém. And we might even give ourselves a haircut in a minute. We see.
I'm trying to get us there at the moment. It looks like there's no shuttle. The hotel is under
Ellen booked a
renovations.
hotel with breakfast and shuttle, and now it turns out there's neither breakfast nor shuttle.
Well, no, there's no shuttle, and they're being renovated. We booked this how many months ago? 3 months ago, I think. 3 or 4 months ago.
It'll be the trip from disaster, I predicted already.
The trip from disaster? You mean...
The disaster trip. Talking about disaster, I got stung by a bee yesterday.
I wonder what you were doing.
There, can you see the difference on my thumb?
What's going
Stung
down
me there. But it's itching like hell. So hopefully no more disasters.
Because we couldn't get to the Guianas during the pandemic, whilst we were up in Colombia, we decided to fly up there. From Santiago, we fly to Belém for a night and then take the next flight to Cayenne, the capital of French Guiana, where we spend 3 nights before moving on to Cool.
Helen is already in the swing of things. That's her kind of music.